Hey everyone, it's Viper4724, and I just wanted to bring you a video of beating Planar Bridge, which is 3.2 in the Revolt Against the Consulate event. I'll show you the deck that I'm going to use real quick. I have made one slight change to my usual deck. It's just because it's a semi-new card to me. I use it sporadically. The difference in this deck is the Carry Zev Skyship Raider. She's a lot of fun to play with because one, doesn't block, so she stays in play. Can't really be blocked most of the time, and she gets +2/+1 every time around. The first strike is extremely nice to have when you have Berserk, and she only costs 5. Otherwise, my normal Koth deck is right about the same. I do like to have Deadlock Trap in here now for the Energize, and I use Lightning Runner quite often. Once again, because the Energize. So, I have only lost this specific match once. And it happened extremely quickly. The Planar Bridge put in 2 creatures, stole the Decimator from me, killed everything on my board. I believe that was turn 3, and as I was about to mount a comeback, I wasn't able to get the match that I needed, and it was able to take me out in probably about round 6. So let's hope that doesn't happen here. So obviously I got Olivia, which is a great start. My strategy in 3.2 and also against Tez in 3.3 is to get 3 of their creatures on the board and just leave them there. Their creatures are worse than mine. I don't have to worry about nearly as much. And once they're there, it's literally just a life game. So as long as I have Olivia, I get to gain my life and stay in play. And they slowly lose. If they don't have 3 creatures in play, they're able to use my creatures against me. This is where the Deadlock Trap is a great bonus to the game because the Deadlock Trap stops the first creature, so that literally completely takes 1 creature out of the game. So eventually I'll be playing 3 on 2. The goal is to have all 3 of my creatures with life gain, and none of their creatures with life gain. So, now, whenever Olivia's in play, you always have to have 2 cards in your hand to play a creature. Otherwise, it's not even worth it. So I do have Deadlock Trap in play. I'm going to stop that. Can't even remember its name. I believe it's a Basilisk. I'm sorry, Basker. Aetherwind Basker. We're going to stop him. The Aetherstorm Rock is not fun to play against just because it builds. That's still okay, though. Now that I have a second card in my hand, throw Carry Zev on the board, let her start building. Disable the first creature, as should be your goal whenever you have Deadlock Trap in play. And now, as you can see, there's nothing in my hand, so there's no point of playing any type of mana match. So obviously go for the Ruins. And now here's the thing. Even though I don't like the Aether Rock, I would much rather have that in play than either Decimator or Olivia. So I'm actually going to just leave that in play. I'm going to try my best to get rid of any energized gems for them to use. So as you can see, I have this green match here, which is also going to get rid of a white. And now at this point, they do not have... see, I got screwed over in the end. So they do have an energized match. And thankfully for me, they were lucky enough to pull Lightning Runner. I'm very happy with Lightning Runner on the board. I'm willing to take the damage from that because now I can draw double. I can throw my archive into play. And I'm just going to accept everything that comes my way. Now, I can build on this 4/4 red, but at this point, I'm just going to keep my Basilisk, or I'm sorry, oh my gosh, I want to call it a Basilisk. It's a lizard, obviously. I'm going to keep Aetherwind out of play. And just continue on my slow trek of winning the match. Because at this point, no matter what they do, and see, they did the red for me, there is nothing they can do to win this match at this point. The computer has to pull something special out to be able to stop me. So my biggest goal right now, and it's not even necessary, is to just disable the Basker. And obviously whenever there's red matches on the board, to grow my creatures. Now, just in case they do something to one of my creatures, I'm not even going to throw that Carry Zev on the board. I'm going to continue to build my runes again. Obviously look for red as much as possible, which I got lucky there. And now that my archive is on the board, I'm going to be getting double life, and I'll also be drawing double cards every round. And even better, they can throw as many basilisks. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry, Avery. They can throw as many lizards as they want on the board, and I'll never have to worry about them. So, I'm not going to use this Decimator because I don't want to have Trample or Berserk, and I don't want to kill any of his creatures. But I will throw another one of my creatures into play. I'm not even going to use Mirror Pool. There we go. Now, as you can see, this isn't even all about overpowering, and my strategy would definitely be different if I didn't have any lifelink on the board. But the strategy is just stopping the opponent. And the biggest thing, especially since you have to have good creatures in your deck for the most part to be able to beat 3.2, is making sure that the creatures that he puts on the board are, one, not as good, and two, stopped. Stopping his creatures is the #1 most important thing, which is why I suggest the Deadlock Trap. Completely taking an entire creature, and clearly his biggest creature, out of the entire match is absolutely huge. I don't know why you would pass it up. And let's face it, almost every single person in the game has Deadlock Trap. So use it to your advantage, because we already know that there's going to be a full board of energized gems. So why not just put it in your deck and get rid of one creature? You never have to worry about it. So as you can see, I'm going to win this round again. Easily, actually. One of my easiest rounds that I've ever had to play. But hopefully you enjoyed it. As you can see, I was able to energize all the gems that I needed to. I took my time, not rushing in this event, and I was able to get full points. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching. You can talk now.